Hello all, this is Michael from Exclusively Comics, and today I am going to be discussing the movie Thor End of Days, made in 2020-2021. It really doesn't matter. This movie is absolutely terrible from start to finish. Has a terrible plot, terrible action sequences. Thor's hammer looks pretty good. I liked it. But the actor playing Thor, I mean, he looks the part. He does a better job. Actually, Max Airy does a better job than the last movie, Cody Gill, and Thor, the Almighty Thor, or Almighty Thor rather. But this movie is completely terrible. Mike Millen, I guess, plays the Loki in it, and really don't understand how he's Loki, the whole motivation of Loki in this movie. He plays more of a Sith sorcerer, I guess, or whatever. So we'll get into the movie. It starts off, don't understand. I guess Loki is leaving Asgard on the Rainbow Bridge, and then it cuts to a weird scene of a woman that is running away. She's just simply running away from somebody that we can't see, and these people are laying around everywhere with black eyes. And then we see Loki confront one of them, and he sucks something out of them. I guess their essence or everything like that. Something like that. And he's mind controlling them. And he is building up his quote unquote army of Legion. I really don't even know the point of what he's trying to do. I guess he's not trying to bring forth Ragnarok. He's just there on Earth to terrorize everybody. He's not part of the Asmir. The Asmir mythology is not referenced to. They're Asgardians. And all of a sudden, we see this woman and this man, young woman, not bad looking, and this man, they're going to go out to the pool, and all of a sudden, lightning starts going everywhere. It's pretty good visual effects on that. And all of a sudden, they have to go in their house, and lightning comes, and for some reason there is a dark Thor falls naked from the sky. Oh, I guess he's not naked, and we get again a throwback to part of Thor in the Marvel Cinematic Universe, Disney Plus, or Disney's version of Thor, Marvel's version of Thor. And they get their clothes on, they go check it out. They bring Thor in their house, and then all of a sudden one of the possessed people of Loki. Loki can sense Thor coming to Earth, so he sends out all these people, and we get footage of people walking around possessed all of the time. This woman that was running out, she got possessed too. So, I mean, there's people just walking endlessly around. And so one of the guys breaks into the house where these people have Thor. They take it in, and the guy ends up killing this couple rather violently. I would say it's a little bit too violent. Let's get real. I mean, there's no premise behind it. He's not a monster. I guess he's possessed, but it was a little bit too graphic, I think. So he goes to get Thor. Thor is able to kill the guy, and then he runs away. And now Thor is running, and he's running away from the cops. Guy comes up, side of the cops. He gets arrested by the cops. Of course, he's mortal, per se, and he is arrested. The cops get him, and the guy comes up to the side of the cops and kills both of these cops. Oh my god. And their vehicle crashes down below. It's just... Thor steps in the cop vehicle that's racing. And there's still all these people. They're walking around like zombies after Thor. And Thor makes his way to this one place. Now it's daytime. And he stays there for the night. And then the woman comes home, and actually pretty good looking. It's good casting, very, very sexy looking lady. Her name is, even on IMDb, they do not have her picture, but they should, because she looks pretty kind of hot. I'll admit it. Her name is Jacqueline Holland, and Micah Milland plays Loki, which is very weird. That he has, he's completely dressed up like a Sith sorcerer. And so they are going about, and then all a sequence of troubles that he confronts another zombie dude that is in control, that's trying to get him, and they end up him and this girl ends up together, and all of a sudden there's this group of people coming to attack him, and they start shooting. All the cops are called out, and this woman comes that was turned at the beginning, and she comes not even acknowledging this girl as she runs away, and she just shoots Thor in the chest and apparently kills him with a gun, and then she is shot. And then the next one you'll get, they're in the hospital. Thor flatlines, okay? He flatlines, and after he flatlines, lightning crackles. It's so horrible. And he's resurrected. Just don't know why. We keep getting flashbacks of Asgard, and we get of a battle that took place, I guess, between the forces of Loki and the Asgardians. I guess it was supposed to be Ragnarok or something. But anyway, and the guy they got playing Odin. I guess he's okay, but they have a cheap ass eye patch on him, and it's just like, it's just like something you would pick up at the dollar store or something. and it just looks so cheesy. So, I like, there was a question, someone else reviewed this movie, and how do these movies like this even get made? I know that I can do a better job. But anyway, so Loki comes, and we find out that Loki has Odin's staff. It's not really his whole spear or something. It's okay, and it just like supercharges Loki's powers, and he's able to shoot lightning beams out of his lightning. I mean, like something out of I don't know. It was like he's able to shoot these lightning beams out of his hands. It's not lightning beams. It's like actually full-blown beams, and I mean they look okay, but seriously, I mean, wow, this is just crazy. And then we get the sequence of they escape, and Thor is back with this girl, and comes to find out she brings this woman with her. They got shot, and this woman is her sister. And there's absolutely nothing to support this fact that when she first meets this woman, she doesn't acknowledge her as her sister. I mean, there's no pictures of her in her apartment. It's just like the woman pushes her away and everything before she shoots Thor. And it's really strange, and there's no continuity in the storytelling at all. And then for I suppose 40 minutes, we have police chase scenes between Thor and this girl, and Thor are trying to get north, where Thor feels something drawing him there. How did he get separated from Mjolnir? I don't know. That was never established. But we go through a lot, and we go through a sequence where Loki goes to the police department, mind controls all the police department, and it is just way too much sequence chasing. We go in one instance to where that they go from a rural to a city area a wooded area, and there's no explanation why. It's just like they totally cut the scene wrong. We're going through a forest, and then they have to go somewhere to get something. Never forgot. I mean, who cares? But I forgot. And then it goes from a wooded area, and all the way they're back inside of the metropolitan area. Then all of a sudden they escape, and they're back in the woods. It was the worst editing I've ever seen on a movie. And it is just so terrible, the story. And it's not that Eric does a bad job at Thor. He looks the part, but he would look the part even more if his hair would have grown out a little bit, I would say. Maybe they wanted to shy away from that, I guess, because of Chris Hemsworth. I'm not sure, but it is just so terrible. And the woman's name is Freya. Okay, that's weird. And for no explanation at all, her name is Freya, and I don't understand. But anyway, and then we go to the ending of the movie where Thor, of course, gets Mjolnir, and suddenly he can dodge all bullets with Mjolnir. Can bounce them off Mjolnir. His reflexes are so fast. I don't know. there is a 2.7 rating for this movie on IMDb, and this movie has a 1 star. I mean, even if you want to give it a half a star, this is the most terrible movie that I have ever seen. You know, well, I'll take that back. No, there is some more. This had an estimated $1.5 million budget, and I guess it was filmed in Australia. How did this movie get a $1.5 million budget? I don't know. And there is a prequel to this movie with the same guy starring as Thor. I have no idea. I can't find this movie anywhere. It's called Dark Universe. And I guess he doesn't have Mjolnir in this movie. That was in 2015. Max area. You know, he looks the part. He would have done a better job at this, but this story is just so terrible. You know, I would like, and please judge me when I come to this and start making my movies, and I am going to make Thor movies, because I have written scripts for some Thor adaptation that is based upon the mythological Thor, and sort of adapt a little bit, but I want to stay true to that series. And of course, it's going to fight a fictional character that I've come up with. But these are, just because, I mean, $1.5 million, and apparently they spent it all on the CGI, which, you know, that was sort of, you know, a waste of money. But you don't, even though if you don't have the budget for the Marvel type CGI and all of that stuff, you don't have all of, you know, the Disney behind you and all that stuff. It does not make any excuse if the story is worth trash. And I hate to tell, but to say that a movie is so terrible. But this one was. And the whole story about Loki getting Odin's scepter and killing Odin. Odin dies again too, at the hands of Loki. Another one bites the dust in these B-rated movies. I cannot find this movie, the prequel to this movie at all, and I would like to watch it just to be able to review it, because it's so terrible. And I get such pleasure out of reviewing these movies. There are some movies that's out there. I mean, I've found 2 others. There's Thor, made in 1962, and then there's Thor that was made in the 1980s as one of the swords and sorcery genre, which is an Italian movie and absolutely, completely terrible. There's also the 2011 movie that was a student project called Thunderstorm. I have not watched that yet, and I probably will. But I don't know. I would, I recommended Almighty Thor as a movie to watch, but I can't recommend this one. This is terrible. You can if you want to, but and the plot and the storyline here says the mighty Thor battles an army of invading extraterrestrials and wanted to take over Earth, and that isn't the premise of it, as Loki is manipulating and mind controlling these people, and they're not extraterrestrials. So I really don't know what to say anything more about this movie. Hey, Mjolnir looks good in it. If you want to see a good movie prop of Mjolnir, I recommend it. If you want to get the gist of the story, let's watch probably the last 20 minutes of it. Save yourself some time and effort there. I don't know if they're going to make any more of these movies or not. It would be so awesome if they did. I would love to, make a whole series of 8, 9 Thor movies made by Max Airy, and they're all terrible like they are. So anyway, this is my review of Thor in a Daze. Oh my God. You know what? I say, people, if you're fans, go film, go write your stories. But you know what? Let those stories have meaning. Let them have purpose. Let there be something behind the purpose of these stories, and not like this. Not a 40-minute chase by the cops for Thor. Made no sense at all. And anyway, everybody magically recovers when Loki gets destroyed by Thor. And I guess it was an okay fight. I'm not sure. Wow, it feels like they put all of their money into the CGI on the last battle. I guess. I don't know. That was a lot of money that they wasted on this film. $1.5 million. How they got funding, I do not know. I would really like to find out how they get funding for these projects, because if I had $1.5 million, I could make one hell of a movie. I would make one hell of a Thor movie. And, and hopefully I'll be able to. I have a series that I've written, and I hope one day to be able to write it. Anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed this, and if you have any more suggestions of some really terrible superhero movies, there's some I'm going to be doing, B-rated movies that I'm going to be doing. I love to watch them. Even some that wasn't really B-rated, I guess, done in the spirit. I'm going to do The Spirit. I'm going to do Captain Battle, the movie that was made Captain Battle. Sparks is another movie that I want to be reviewing. I want to do a review of the 2 old Captain America movies that was made. The Fantastic Four movies that was ruled. Actually, the Fantastic Four movies that was made was really cheesy, but particularly the last major Fantastic Four movie. I hope Marvel finally does a Fantastic Four movie that does them justice. And I want to go back and review some of those movies, the early 90s, and go back over some of these stories that have been made. Too bad some of the movies that was made never got made, like Superman #5 with Christopher Reeve. That would have been a great story. I think somebody needs to go back, and make that somehow. Superman Reborn with Nicolas Cage, the movie that never was. A lot of times there's too many people involved that have too much stake, and talking about millions of dollars, and they ended up lost in the red tape of Hollywood, and they never get to make the art, and it's really sad. But hopefully one of these days those stories will be made. I will talk to you later, and you all enjoy yourself, and remember, keep it exclusively comics. Hey, please share and subscribe, and hit that notification bell on this channel. I don't have any type of funding stuff up yet for t-shirts. I probably need to get that done, but yeah, I'm trying to grow this channel. Hopefully we'll get to some comic books from my private collection. And yeah, you guys keep it exclusively comics, and I hope that you all have a blessed whenever day or night that you're watching this. Bye bye. Hey, this is Ray again, and I want to say that I do appreciate each and every one of you for tuning in. And Thor is my top comic book character right now that I like. I do have my others that historically have been my top comic book characters, but I love the story that mixes science and fantasy and magic. And yeah, I just wanted to say that if you do, please leave comments below and try to help support this channel in some way, so that I can bring more content to you. And yeah, we're starting to do this, and we're going to move forward. You all have a great day again. Bye bye.